Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Gimme That Change TV. I'm popping on here to get a quick video up and on my picks for the Super Bowl and the winner come February the 6th. This has been a very hard decision for me to make because these teams to me are so identical. They both have dominant passing games, dominant running games. They have both powerful offensive lines, powerful defensive linemen, very powerful and dangerous defensive linebackers, as well as their defensive backs and safeties are just um, lightning fast and very, very hard hitters. And they're all very stern and key to getting to the ball. They are fast on reaction, quick on the hit, quick on the response, and quick to get the play and make the tackle. On top of that, their kicking game is both so identical it's not even funny. I understand Crosby is a more looked at NFL kicker than the Steelers kicker, but they both have very strong kicking leg. They can hit the 50-yarder. We all know Crosby definitely can. On top of that, they just have just such similarities for both teams that it's kind of crazy. And I think that's what's so great about the fact that these two teams are going to be playing each other for the Super Bowl this year. As in the past few years, Super Bowl has not consisted of a teams like this where they're going to have two teams with nasty defenses and two legit quarterbacks, but at the same time have legit running games that just kind of came out of nowhere. Everyone's known that the Steelers have had Mendenhall back there, as I can remember back in '09 when the Steelers played the Packers and Mendenhall was on, I think it was on the 4-yard line or something like that. And dude, the guy was a motherfucking truck. He he ran that ball so hard, dude. I could not believe he got the touchdown. But all in all, it's like the Packers now got Starks out of like nowhere, and he is running at a ridiculous level. Um, with the fact that they're missing Grant and all, they have this guy to fill in for him, and he is a bad ass running back. No question about it. He is very, very powerful. He runs low to the ground with an elusive trucking skills. And I think on top of that, with defenses, the defensive line, the lines are just, I would say, the defensive tackles and the ends for the Packers are of a higher caliber. Jenkins being a freak of nature in the middle there. But then again, it's like the Packers have a solid linebacker crew, but then the Steelers linebacker crew is just a little bit more elite. They got Woodley, they got Harrison. The two of them together are, I would say, the most dangerous linebacker crew in the NFL right now. Um, and the last, and you know who they remind me of? They remind me of, they definitely remind me of when Bart Scott was playing with the Ravens, and they were playing over there, and then with Suggs, the three of them. The linebacker crew that the Steelers have is ridiculous, and they play at high intensity, high volume all the time. But then you got the Packers D-backs, and it's like they got the great Woodson, you know, Ohio State Buckeye. He was a Heisman Trophy winner as a defensive back. Like I think he was like one of the only defensive players to ever win that. Don't get me wrong, I played wide receiver, but it's like you have a player of that caliber on your team, and the fact is, there's two Pro Bowl D-backs on that team, Woodson and another guy, and then it's like, the Steelers, they have the same type of shit going on. They got Palmer, they got Gay, they got a legit D-back crew as well. And I think that's what's so unbelievable about these two teams is they're so similar in so many aspects of the game. And I think that's what's going to throw a lot of people off on who's actually going to win. I think a lot of people are going to go with the Steelers taking the win because of the fact that Ben Roethlisberger has already won 2 championships. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with saying that because somebody has already done it before that it'll be easy for them, for Ben at least for the third time around. But I mean, for instance, look at what have the Patriots. Tom Brady had 3 championships. He won all 3 of them. Gets in this game against the Giants. Nobody's saying the Giants are going to get this win. And then Eli Manning out of nowhere, he wins the game. You know? So I'm not saying anything compared to that, but Aaron Rodgers is young. So a lot of people are like, well, no, he's not ready yet to get the win. I think he's ready. He's been behind the Brett Favre legacy ever since he's been in Green Bay. And now it's time for him to show that he is the quarterback for that team and for many years to come, and that he is capable of not only getting his first Super Bowl because they're going to win this week, but to potentially get another one for Green Bay. And don't get me wrong, I think the Steelers are a ridiculous, legit team, but I have to say that I'm going with the Packers getting the win here. For some reason, I'm liking the wide receivers more on the Packers than the Steelers. And with the fact that Santonio Holmes is not there anymore, I feel like Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have a tight end of that caliber, a wide receiver of that caliber to fall back on like he did in that Super Bowl game, the last one that they won. All in all, no questions about it. This is going to be a memorable Super Bowl, and I'm excited for it, and I'm really hoping it's a close battle. Every inch is a goddamn battle, and that this team is something to remember. Alright, and that's my pick for the Super Bowl this year. I'm taking the Packers on the win here by 7 or less. Enjoy and have fun. I'll talk to you soon.